Welcome to Romania, yet another country I have never been to before, starting it off with a full day of city exploring in Bucharest. I got here yesterday with a 9-hour bus journey. This city is much larger than Chisinau, so there's loads to see. Let's get started right away and let's explore Bucharest. Plan to head to the botanical gardens first didn't quite work out because they wouldn't let me in with my camera, so I'm now heading towards Old Town. This will give you a good idea how Bucharest looked before the Second World War. Should be very interesting. The old town of Bucharest. A few areas are obviously a bit run down, but it still has that typical European charm with a unique touch to it as well. And the weather is also super nice. For the first time on this trip, there are actually some clouds in the sky, which makes it just a bit more enjoyable to explore the city. Gardens is a good example that Bucharest also has some more quiet spots. This is a beautiful park with a lake where you can also rent a boat and just have a chill out here in the city center. I always appreciate when cities have that, especially if it's a busy one as Bucharest. You really need a place to relax and get some shade from the sun. After seeing many more interesting sights, I have come to end my day in the King Mihai Park and the local lake they have here. Again, it's a spot where it's a bit more quiet. The city overall is very loud, but I had lots of fun today. Gonna explore more of Romania tomorrow, so stay tuned. Welcome to Romania. It's an early morning. This is one of those days I have been looking forward to the most because we're heading out to the Romanian countryside, going to see the Carpathian Mountains, the Dracula Castle, Brasov. We're gonna check out the region of Transylvania. Should be amazing. I'm joining a tour and we're just starting in about half an hour. I'm expecting it to take up to 12 to 13 hours, so it's gonna be such an action-packed day and loads of footage to show you. So let's get started. Our first stop of the day was Peles Castle, and it blew me away as soon as we arrived. It is located in the picturesque town of Sinaia, surrounded by gorgeous mountains and forests. The building itself is a German New Renaissance masterpiece and was commissioned by King Carol I of Romania in 1873. The castle is pretty popular with tourists, and if you want to take pictures inside, you'll need to pay an extra fee. Of course, I couldn't resist buying it because I had to share this stunning architecture with all of you.
a lunch stop in Brasov, which is this small town with a beautiful old center. Really enjoyed the first castle we went to see, the Peles Castle, and after this lunch we're gonna head over to the main event, to Bran Castle, where the legend Dracula is from. And there it finally was, Transylvania's main attraction, Bran Castle. Bran Castle is commonly known as Dracula's castle, but is inaccurately associated with the castle mentioned in Bram Stoker's story Dracula. Nevertheless, the castle looks incredible on top of its rock foundation near the river and perfectly fits the image one would have of a vampire home. In reality, Bran Castle was a military fortification built by knights in the 13th century and is now a frequently visited museum. So just got out of Bran Castle, you can still kind of recognize it there behind me. It was nice to get inside, but oh my god, it was so overcrowded in there. They let way too many people in. We literally had to queue through the whole castle. Nevertheless, it was nice to see, and we're now heading back to Bucharest, where I'll talk a bit more about the experience of the whole day. Okay, that was a long tour day. We started off at Peles Castle, then went to Brasov, and then finally to the Dracula Castle, Bran Castle. And I must say, definitely enjoyed Peles Castle a lot more. As I said before, Bran Castle was very crowded. Overall, I definitely recommend you to visit this region. Try and book a tour that also includes something else than the Bran Castle, because I think if you only visit Bran Castle you might be a bit disappointed. It looks great from the outside, but then inside nothing too special and also very overcrowded. Of course, the story makes up for it a bit, and I'm glad I went there. That's it for Romania, but there's loads more to come on this trip. Thank you very much for watching today, and I'll see you in the next video.